10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ian McDowell.
Joe Lancia, what's going on, brother?
Oh, how are we all?
Joe,
what's happening?
Joe, you're looking. Joe, is that a new haircut you got, my friend?
That is a new haircut. I'm sporting a new haircut. It's true.
You're looking young and trendy and healthy.
It's amazing what a haircut can do in a bit of lighting.
Yeah, you look well, mate. You look well. Well done. So things are good your end?
Things are great my end. Things good your end?
So we're on time, are we? I've just seen time. It's good to be on time, brother.
Yeah. So listen.
We got a fun-packed evening, haven't we? Great guests. What's happening?
Oh, my days. So that's what you call being slung under the bus. Right.
No, Joe, let's chat about things before we sling you under the bus, my friend.
Oh, go on. Okay, just ham it up some more first, then sling you under the bus. That's fine. It's all good.
Joe,
I can take it.
You're a good spiritual man. You can take this. I've got some things I've got to get off my chest as well. People have been having a go at me, brother. Apparently, I've been a bit too heavy on the rev that comes in here. Our good old friend Rob Oram. A couple of people have been saying you're a bit like Simon Cowell on him. You jump all over him, you shout over him, and you don't give him a chance to speak. And so, Rob Rev, if you're listening to this, I apologise, my friend. And
Ian,
I don't mean to interrupt you and jump all over you, but I can't promise I won't do it again, because if you start to bore me, it might be just the way I react. But there you go. But yeah, I do apologise, Rob, if I've offended you, my friend.
Never seen that soft side of you before, Ian.
It's not real. I'm just trying to pretend for you lot, you know. But yeah. When people, it's actually, the truth is, it's my own daughter. She's the one that's been having a go at me, saying you're too hard on him. Yeah, she said. So there you go. But Joe, what's happening, my friend?
Right. So everyone, first of all, just good to see Joe's on here, Kirsty's on here, Phil's on here, Liz, Sharon. How you doing? Eileen's here, Karen, Joe, Michael, Gloria, all the way from San Diego. Now listen, you lovely people.
Claudine's here. Joe, there's quite a few people already watching us, isn't there?
No, there's 34 people. Now look, I've got some news for everyone.
Is it good news? Is it good news, brother?
It's always good news.
Who we got in the background? Who's waiting? What's going on, brother?
Now that's out of order. That's out of order.
Okay, cool.
You know. Hello, John. You know, there's no one in.
Any comments you want to read before you duck into this one?
Yeah, let's read a few comments. Hello, John. Hello, guys. Tracy says, "Go in." Evening, fellas. Sean's Gloria, don't bore him. Chris, good afternoon, guys from Essex. Blessings to you all. So everyone's here. So now, look, I've got some news for everyone.
Good news.
Good news. Let's start with the good news.
Good news, brother.
So, hello, Anne. Anne's from sunny Scotland. So the good news is we have Ian McCormack tonight.
Come on.
We have Ian McCormack tonight.
You booked him in, brother, have you?
Yeah, he's booked in.
Because you've totally had all this, so it's nothing to do with me, isn't it, my friend? All the praise goes to you. All the praise of getting this fella on is being for you. Well done, mate. Well done.
Okay.
You proper impressed me getting this guy.
Yeah, okay. All right. So there's a slight hiccup.
What's the hiccup, my friend?
So the hiccup, and I know all the people watching are the Tough Talk family, so I know you.
What? There's going to be forgiveness for you, is there, Joe? Joe, I don't know if it's me that's frozen or you. What's happened? I don't know if people can hear me. Oh, Joe. Was you frozen or was it me?
It was me. Right. So I've got some news for people. The good news is we've got Ian tonight. The bad news is I messed up the time.
What do you mean?
Don't give me what you mean. I've had this conversation with you. You're out.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, I'm out of order. Go on.
Right. So basically, Ian McCormack lives in Wellington, New Zealand, and it's currently 4:00 in the morning. It's currently 4:00 in the morning.
But hold up, we booked him for 5:30, didn't we? What's happening?
No, we didn't. Stop it. Stop it. You're not just throwing me under the bus now. You're kicking me and then throwing me under the bus.
Listen, we're all dressed up. We're ready to go. I've got my T-shirt on. I'm sitting in front of my laptop.
All right.
We're ready to go. So what's happening? Come on, tell me.
What's happening is we're 3 hours, 45 minutes early. That's what's happening.
How did that happen?
You know how it happened, because I forgot to tell everyone on Facebook that the only way we could get Ian McCormack was at 9:15 tonight, because it's currently 4:00 in the morning.
So when did you remember this then?
About half hour ago.
So the truth is, we were sitting together, chatting away, waiting for him to turn up, and then you realise because you went
Yes.
back on your notes.
What's worse is I've got all my mates watching this as well, and everyone else.
Joe, listen, you're a humble man. You've taken it on the chin.
See, Eileen's forgiven me. You're forgiven, Joe. Thank
Listen,
you.
do people forgive Joe? I don't. Can we forgive Joe? I mean, we've promoted this Jenny man for the last 3 months, haven't we, brother?
Oh my days! Don't.
How long?
We've been promoting this. Well, so I managed to get Ian in February this year. So it's a good 3 months.
So in your defence, Joe, I think you knew this at the time 3 months ago, but over these 3 months, you've totally forgot about the time difference and what you've said and what time you've said.
Correct.
And I mean, I've got nothing in my diary. I'm
reading all the comments. Just so even though I'm not responding, I'm reading all your comments coming through. And I've
just seen one that says, "Joe, we love you."
See, I appreciate that. I'm feeling the love. Thank you. I'm feeling embarrassed and ashamed, but you know what? If you can't be embarrassed and ashamed in front of hundreds of people on Facebook Live, social media, where can you be embarrassed and ashamed?
Absolutely. The truth is, Joe, we were all ready to go, and we've just worked this out. Or you just worked it out. I mean, it was good actually, because we could have been trying to phone him, which would have been worse because he's having a good old sleep right now.
I'll tell you what, I was panicking.
You were, because it was 5 o'clock here. We were like, he hasn't logged on yet, and we like to log on a little bit earlier just to kind of give us a chance to check sound, go over the platform, what we're going to do. And you know, we was getting ready to phone him, and you started to read your email, and you said, "Yeah, I'll see you at 9 o'clock or something."
I'm so sorry, everyone. Do you know what? I need some form of divine intervention. I need somebody who's very spiritual just to appear out of nowhere and give me some sort of reassurance that everything's going to be okay. That's what I'm looking for.
Well, who's this geezer turning up?
Mr. Rev Rob.
Where's he? Has he got power to come on when he wants?
I just said the words and he appears. Rob.
Now, Rob, I've just made a public apology to you, brother.
Oh my days.
I don't know if you heard that. Did you hear that one?
No, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Listen,
I'm sorry. No, I didn't. I've heard Ian McCormack and he's fantastic. So I haven't heard. This is in my diary. I've cancelled I cancelled dinner with the Queen for this. So what's happened?
Rob, listen, my friend. We were sitting here at 5 o'clock getting ready for him to turn up, and Joe was about to phone him because he hasn't arrived. So he was going to give him a call, and as he was reading his email, he realised actually it's 4 a.m. in New Zealand right now, and he'd actually booked it up for 9 o'clock tonight. So, but just before you came on, I'd made a little public apology to you because it's been brought to my attention that I might be a little bit rude to you and shout over you. Yeah, this is the truth. Someone said to me, you're a bit like Simon Cowell when it comes to Rob Oram, the Reverend Rob, and please don't offend him. Now, I did say, listen, I've known Rob for like 15 years, and I've been rude to him for 15 years and taken the meat down for 15 years, so it's nothing new. But yes, there's a public apology there, brother, if I offended you and jumped all over you the other night. But I must admit, if you bore me again, I'll do the same again.
I was about to say the same thing. I was about to say exactly that. If you didn't interrupt me, I'd still be rambling on since last Friday, talking nonsense.
It was a bit of a ramble, my friend, but anyway, it's good to see you. So you are not Ian McCormack. You're not coming to give his testimony, are you?
No, I'm coming to say what to just get to the bottom of the bottom of the shenanigans, really. And if it's a question that it's just a time difference and we didn't quite. Then
listen, that is a good word, shenanigans. We are. It appears that Ian McCormack, who'll been promoting for 3 months, is still going to be with us tonight.
He's definitely with us, guys. I'll tell you what, if he's not,
staying up
you will never ever see me on Facebook Live again.
And listen, guys, you've got a chance to kind of promote this, send it out to your buddies, get people to watch this tonight. We're going to go live. Is it 9:15, Joe?
9:15.
So the prayer is he's going to connect with us around 9 so we can just check the sound and all that kind of stuff. And then we're going to push the live button at 9:15. you know, it is what it is. It's going to be good fun. It's going to be awesome, I believe. And maybe we'll have even more people watching us if people join us again and don't give up on us. And Joe, he took it on the chin, Rob. I've got to admit,
I feel terrible because I've been looking forward to this, and I mean the grief I'm going to get from Shalom. She's not on here yet.
Ian can tell me if this is fair, but is this a fair comment, Joe? Ian, only you, Joe, would not realise there's a time difference between the UK and New Zealand. Is that fair or a bit harsh, Ian?
I knew there was a time delay. I knew it.
Rob, it is a little bit harsh in some ways because he did suss it out 3 months ago when he booked him, because he was reading his emails and went, he's joining us at 9. I said, he's joining us at 9. And so he started to read what he'd done before and realised he booked him up for 9 o'clock here, which works out about 8 o'clock there. So obviously, I've just quickly Googled and went, what's the time in New Zealand? It says it's 4 a.m. I said, yeah, best not phone him, Joe. He's probably still sleeping. So he's going to jump on like 8. It's going to be like 8 o'clock a.m. when he jumps on.
I was going to say that, so we'll be interrupting his breakfast. Hopefully, he'll have had a quick coffee to have, get the caffeine to spark him into life.
Which is why it was 9 and not 8 or 7 or whatever. So, in a way, I suppose it makes sense, doesn't it? But we have been promoting this. So I said, Joe, we're going to have to still go live at 5:30. You're going to have to take this. You're going to have to own up. And he has. He's taking it on the chin. He's shown off his nice haircut. Joe, well done.
Joe's dyed his hair especially. I can see that. I mean,
what?
Come on.
Do you think
I love that comment? Jonathan, I've got to meet this Jonathan Bryce one day as well. What did he just say? Simon Cowell was way more polite than Ian. Fantastic. comment of the night so far.
Oh my days! I don't know what more to say to everyone apart from I'm really sorry. I just hope that you can forgive me, being brothers and sisters in Christ. I'm sure you will. If you're not, well, oh well. Try and forgive me anyway.
Joe, well, when it comes down, you're doing the technical stuff, my friend. You are doing. You did this booking, and well done to you. You're doing more than I ever imagined. I mean, back in those days, you used to say, "I'm not just a lifter, Ian," and it's true. You do a lot more than that.
That just embarrassed me. That's fine. Do you know what? The gloves are off. Just now just embarrass me. Anything else you want to share?
Well, I didn't say anything about your hair looks nice and black. So
very nice dye. It's dyed very nicely, Joe.
Do you think he's dyed it?
Either that or he's got a different,
What? Camera? Light?
Yeah, I was going to say the light display on your camera
I can
has
change
changed.
the settings on this.
Look. Yeah, it's one of the two.
I can change the settings. I can do disco.
Still looks like dye. It does still look.
Yeah, don't dye my hair.
You dyed it perfectly to go with the tussle top there. It's actually, there's a synchronicity between the two that's just absolutely dashing. It really is very
Grecian 2000.
Slaughtered now. What's this? Let's pick on Joe night.
Well,
to be fair, I should say something constructive, which is stay up. Cancel what's on at 9:15. Forget Panorama or whatever's on these days.
Forget the news. No, news is 10 in it. Forget all that stuff.
Yeah, it's worth McCormack is worth forgetting it. You can record the telly, watch Ian McCormack. How many guests have you had on? In fact, I didn't realise this until today. How many guests have you had on? They've had films, mate. They've had films made about him. I didn't know that. They've done a film of his story.
Is that right?
No, it's powerful. Yeah. Was it Catching the Wave or something? The Last Wave?
Yeah. Clint Eastwood's son starred as Clint Eastwood's son starred as Ian McCormack, but from what I could see.
Oh my days. So it's gonna be good. Whatever happens, it's gonna be good. Just for men hair dye. Jenny, no. There's no hair dye. It's natural. There's nothing.
It's all natural. All natural.
Zero.
Listen, it's gonna be good tonight. It's gonna be powerful. So we've decided to rather than just kind of put little clips on Facebook and say, yeah, like the time is 9:15. Joe was up for it to apologise and to take it on the chin, and he's done that well. And listen, watch tonight, share tonight. Maybe we might even have a bigger audience tonight. We have been waiting 3 months. We have been promoting this Sesame for 3 months, Joe. It was a bit. I was amazed when you got him. So you did really well, and that's the way it is. So Joe, just before we shut this little I suppose it's like an appetizer for tonight, Joe. You know, we're preparing ourselves for tonight.
It's not helping.
We're building people's anticipation up. What else we got coming up, my friend? What else is on the diary?
Okay, who else we got coming up? So let me just quickly fire up my Outlook folder. I mean, I'm no good at reading times on it anyway, because I've got
this Friday. I know that we've got the Colonel one.
Oh, Major Tim. We've got Major Tim Cross tonight. If you haven't heard this guy, check him out online. He led the British soldiers into the Gulf War. He's a 2-star general, top man, very clever. And we're going to be talking about the battles in Israel and end times, all sorts of stuff. It's going to be good because he's coming from an academic background where he knows the history of Israel and how they managed to survive. You know, it was the 6-Day War and all sorts of other things that they've just miraculously, it appears like God's miraculously saved them. So that's going to be powerful.
Does that mean we're giving Reverend Rob Oram the sack on Friday? Is he
sacked?
Sacked.
As long as he doesn't ramble.
No, exactly.
Give him the elbow this week.
Suspended for babbling. No, it's good. We can bring in some scripture here. What did Jesus say? When you pray, don't babble like the pagans. I think that also counts. If you babble like the pagans on a tough talk Friday night,
you're finished.
Serve a week suspension, yellow card, week suspended. That's what I reckon.
You are definitely suspended. I mean, I did propose that we had a couple of like reverends in the background, a couple of experts on theology and stuff, so that we could substitute you when you're boring us and things, you know. Because what it is, Rob, is we're not the brightest, we're not the sharpest, and you're a little bit too clever and deep for us, in truth, you know. So you was taking us off on a road I didn't understand a word you were saying. So what we got going on there, Joe? That looks like a nice comp. What's that saying? Do I have to get my
that's about her husband. Just pray for Marie's husband. He's not a Christian, and we just want the Lord to touch his life. So I'm just responding to you.
Fantastic. So next week, Joe, I believe we have. I'm looking at my paper diary. We've got Renton. Renton's on with us next Tuesday.
All right, cool.
So Renton was next. Football hooligan. Powerful testimony. And then flicking over to the next week, we have Rob back on Friday. We've got a powerful subject we're going to be talking about in a couple of weeks' time. We've got someone called Libby. Is that your friend, Joe?
Yeah, Libby Littlewood. Powerful story. You know,
what time have you given? What time have you given her?
You're out of order. That's just out of order. 5:30. So okay. One off.
But, I mean,
she doesn't live in New Zealand.
It might be that going forward, as I said before, we go a little bit later with these testimonies for people coming home from work now and stuff like that. So we need to review that when we're booking people in future and work on the time. But anyway, Libby, tell me about her. Go on.
So yeah, Libby Littlewood, a powerful story. Basically, she transitioned to become a man. She started taking testosterone on a regular basis, grew a beard. Struggling with her sexuality. But then God miraculously got hold of her, changed her. She detransitioned, and she's just now back to her biological, gender, and she's just a wonderful woman. She's got a real powerful testimony. She's really gone through it as well.
That's going to be quite a controversial, interesting subject and topic, isn't it? So that'll be
but it's about transformation, isn't it? And
I think everything we do is about transformation.
Absolutely,
isn't it? I was a wicked, evil person, and God transformed my heart. Then we've got on here. We got a strongman coming up on the 8th.
We have got Phil Roberts, big Phil Roberts. He's a strongman. He's part of the strongman circuit. He competes. Had a terrible accident a couple of years ago, smashed his leg to pieces, but he's back up and running. We've got Emma Fowl the week after, Arthur's daughter. She's got a powerful story. Then we've got your mate Graham Seed.
Well, Graham is an evangelist from the Northeast. He does a lot of work in the prisons. He's got a very powerful testimony. I mean, as powerful as anything you're going to hear. So, you've got to listen to Graham's story. That's on the 22nd, Joe?
Yeah, so that's the 22nd. Then we've got SK Tell 29th.
Now, Ez Catel, I'm really excited about this one because Ez was the reason really I'm here. Not so much him, but what the Lord did in Ez's life. Ez and me were in a fight together in a nightclub, and Ez got seriously injured in that nightclub, and Ez ended up going to a church and getting miraculously healed. He had partial sight in his eye. He was deaf in his ear, and his jaw was a mess. He couldn't bite. He was in agony. And Jesus Christ healed him. And his healing, it just confronted me so much to the power of God that I remember I'm driving home from work from the club. I couldn't get Ez out of my mind. He was telling everyone about Jesus had healed him, and I could see it. I could see the evidence in front of me, and I gave my heart to Jesus Christ. So Ez's story is sort of entwined in my story. Rob, what's that? Hector's joining.
There's Hector. Yeah,
There's Hector.
There he is.
And there's the missus.
Denise.
Denise, quick, run quick.
Yeah, there he is. There you go.
So yeah, guys, Ez Cato, that's a must watch because it's kind of I'm going back 28 years ago, Rob, when this happened, and Ez has an incredible memory. My memory over telling this story for the last 28 years is kind of I forget things at times, but he can pin times, dates, what he was wearing, what he had for lunch. He's like so precise in that way. So yeah, and he wrote a book called I'm Asking You Nicely, and so the story is in my book Tough Talk with my life story, but it's also in his story. I'm Asking You Nicely. So there's an incredible, powerful testimony that affected me. So watch that one. That is on the 29th of June. Is that right, Joe? Joe, are you with me? You're on mute.
Yeah, 29th of June. That's right. Then on the 6th of July.
Who we got on the 6th, brother?
Brittany Delamora. Yeah, Brittany Delamora. You can see her story online. Very powerful. We got a live ex-porn star. She was in that industry for many years, got radically saved, and now she preaches about her new life in Christ, and she also talks about the importance of purity and holiness as a female. So you've got that. I'm so excited to have her on here. That's going to be great.
So we've got some exciting testimonies coming up. We've got the Colonel with us this Friday. The following week, we might have the Rev back with us. Depends how he behaves this week. And we might have you back from suspension, brother. But if you've just joined us and you wonder where the jellyfish man is, where we shouldn't call him the jellyfish man. That's a bit rude, isn't it? But Ian McCormack, who got stung by box jellyfish, 5 times he got stung.
It was 5. Yeah, he's on tonight, 9:15. So some people have just
joined us.
Dave Andrews has just joined. Said got stuck at work. Is that jellyfish Rob? I found it funny anyway.
I mean, we could have got Rob on to make out he was here, McCormack.
Just fade it up.
I could talk to you about, being from the East End of London, all the virtues of eating jellied eels. But that's a different subject. I'm not sure that would quite, grip everyone in the same way as Ian McCormack will.
What we should do is we could have got an audio of him talking and just got you miming it, Rob. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Try to blag it like the Villanilly and all that like the day. They put lip syncing or something, isn't it? You just
dear. So just in case you've joined, Mandy and everyone else that's joined, the Jellyfish Man is on tonight, but he's not on till 9:15 now. And if you've just joined late, yes, it was me that messed it up. You can blame me. I'm so sorry. So Mandy, it's 9:15 tonight. 9:15.
Please log in. Joe, I'm usually in bed by about 10 o'clock myself, so it's going to be a little bit later than normal. But I have it on good authority. Your children are possibly going to be in bed, so you've got to be a little bit more quiet than normal as well. Is that right?
Yeah, it's the bedtime of my youngest Alfie, and the wife's already given me a lecture that I've got to be super quiet. So if you see me whispering to this, don't give me. I'm going to get so much stick tonight. Anyway, it's not about me. It's about Ian McCormack.
Well, what we're planning to do is give Ian just a space read to share his story, isn't it? So we're not going to probably interrupt him too much. So it gives you good reason. So that's why we're here now, just having a little laugh and preparing people for tonight. Get them excited for tonight. Watch tonight, 9:15, and by God's grace, he'll be with us. Rob, are you still with me?
Yeah,
I think Joe has frozen.
I see. We now see the white teeth. Oh, God, it's a shame that the white teeth. You were doing a Colgate advert there for a second, Joe. That was quite good.
I don't know why I've got low connection, but it's Tracy says it's late for me. Come on, Tracy, you got to support us.
Tracy, you got to log in. Check out this. The story is worthwhile, isn't it, Joe?
That's right, Chris. You're right. It's 8 a.m. his time, which will be 8:15 or 8:15 a.m. his time, which is 9:15 our time. So we are going on.
When you were going to phone him,
15 minutes.
When you were going to phone him an hour ago, it would have been like 4 a.m. And he was just about to dial and press the send button. And I don't think his missus would have been too happy, would she? He might not have done tonight if you'd have phoned him at 4 saying, "Where are you?"
Yeah, he might have pulled out altogether. I might have really messed it up. I might have done, but thankfully not. I didn't phone him. He's currently still sleeping. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Listen, we got to laugh about these things, brother, haven't we?
Of course.
Have we ever taken ourselves that seriously?
Oh no, Nicholas Buchanan can't make it tonight.
It's a bit like in the circus. You have the clowns on before the serious wrestling act, and there's a little bit of that about this. I think we're the clowns, the warm-up act. But actually, Ian, you probably know Ian McCormack. I saw Joe probably as well 10 years ago in the flesh, and there's a wow factor because he's talking about stuff, as you guys know, but he's talking about stuff that we, the afterlife. So it's like stuff you'll never hear. You'll hear from very few others to hear about what it's like, beyond death.
So, Rob, this isn't the usual testimony, is it? This isn't.
No. So this isn't how I was changed. This is how I died. For me, and this is how I died. And I'm telling you, this is what I experienced. And there's not many people that can give that sort of testimony.
And it's one of those testimonies that you kind of think, well, is he telling me the truth? And and if he is telling me the truth, this is serious business, isn't it? Because he literally gives this account, as you said, of dying. He finds himself, I think, initially in hell, and then he's kind of like this light appears, and he's in heaven. He has this encounter with Jesus Christ, and he's been sharing his story since the 1980s, from what I gather. So, guys, check us out. Check it out tonight. Watch it tonight. We're going to wrap this up now, Joe. Is that the plan? Yeah, listen. Pray for us. If you're a follower of Tough Talk, pray for us tonight. And we're back out on the road. We've got meetings being booked up, and it's all exciting stuff. So 9:15 tonight. Watch it, Joe. Well done.
Don't forget, you can also watch us on YouTube. If you subscribe to YouTube, you can watch us on YouTube as well.
Please subscribe to YouTube, because you never know, if we get blocked on Facebook, we might end up having to be just on YouTube or other platforms. And the YouTube is Tough Talk the Charity. Tough Talk the Charity. Subscribe on that so you can watch our videos that we download on there as well. So, by God's grace, we will be with you tonight, bro.
Who's Lou Hutchins? 9:15 p.m. tonight. What am I missing?
That's a question. It sounds like there's 2 question marks there, Joe. Just confirmation. It's 9:15 tonight, I assume.
Okay, yeah, 9:15
p.m. tonight. He's on.
Joe, bless.
I'm done. I am done. I've been ripped to pieces. I love everyone, and it's just done.
I'll see you in a few hours. I'll see you tonight, brother.
Yeah, I'll see you tonight. Love you all. God bless. See you guys 9:15.